I love messing with him. Let's put on some chapstick and then begin this journey, shall we? Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be some of my absolute favorite affordable products. A lot of these are just simply drugstore, and then some are ColourPop, which is at the drugstore area in stores, but like some people just consider them a cheap indie brand. So some of it's that, but these are just like honestly products that are really great that I like never talk about, but honestly I use them all the time. You guys like when I film and talk about more affordable products, so I figured I would do a full face of that. I have a bunch of stuff to talk about. I also have a brand that I haven't really got to talk about a lot. It is a newer favorite of mine. It's called Hip Dot. They make eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, glitters, and all kinds of cool stuff. Prices are great for their products, so I figured I would use some of that. ColourPop, Wet n Wild, L'Oreal, like girl, we got it.
We got it in this video, okay? Okay.
Anyways, with all that nonsense done, we can now jump into the video. Actually, we have to sing. Actually, we have to sing the subscribe song first, and I'm gonna sing it myself today. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe. I'm gonna get all cozy. I like to sit in Indian style whenever I film or do anything. First, I'm gonna do my eyes in this video, and I am gonna use the Hip Dot palettes first, and then I will jump into face makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little sneak peek. Oh, I love this stuff. Yeah! And I'm going to talk more about that. This is specifically the Rio palette. This is one of my favorites from Hip Dot. It's really pretty. It's got these like really gorgeous tropical colors, and then you have 3 glitters, which I just want to show you. Like, excuse me, like the level of pigment that comes off of these glitters is insane. They're really nice palettes. Here's some swatches of the mattes. They're like really pigmented and nice. Also, just quickly, I just think that this is really neat. Like if you're doing your makeup, these palettes, like they have a band that locks it right here, so you can set it on your desk right here and like use the mirror, and it props the mirror up. All their palettes are like this, and then really quickly they have the Legendary palette, which I think is really cool. This is like 30 bucks, and you get all these pressed glitters, which are really amazing to use on the eyes, and they're incredible. Like, I just have to show you. Like, I've swatched these on Snapchat and talked about them a lot on IG story, but on my channel, I haven't really had to talk about them, and I just think they're incredible. You get 15 shades for 30 bucks. Like, that's a pretty good deal. So I thought I would start with my eye makeup first because I did want to do a more colorful look, and every time I do a more colorful look, I typically start with my eyes, and that is because if there's any, like, color or I blend it out big time, I can clean it up and not worry about wiping away my foundation. So spoiler alert, this is going to be my favorite concealer that I use today. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind. You can go back on my channel eons ago, and I've still been using this product, and here we are in 2019, and I still love it. So, okay, I'm going to set my little palette up. But first, I think I'm going to go into this yellow shade. It's really pretty and bright. I'm going to take a R39 brush, and if you can see, I tapped into the palette. You can kind of tell right here how much yellow, just like, look at that. Really intense color. They blend out easy. So I just think they're great. I think they need to be talked about more. And yeah, they're a great brand, and they have lots of cool, really cool products. Like honestly, I just tapped into this color once and I have so much color. So you do want to go in with a little bit of a light hand. I like love this top that I have on today. So I kind of just want to do like a really pretty, like bright look with some bright yellows. I love a good bright yellow. So I'm just buffing this right into the crease of my eye, and I'm going back and forth. And I'm covering a lot of ground with this color because in my head I want to do like kind of like an all yellow eye. I'm not sure if I've ever done that with like all matte yellows on my channel, but today might be the day. Like the first time ever, but that's kind of what I want to do. I feel like color is so much fun to play with. I saw the funniest meme ever. It was like, watch 52 YouTube tutorials on bright colorful looks, pulls out eyeshadow palette and continues on with gold natural look. Okay, me. Okay, we are bright and yellow, and now I want to go into like this orange, Bossa Nova is what it's called. It's like this orangey yellow, but still yellow, but a little dash of orange thrown in. It's like a canary yellow. I'm going to use the exact same brush, and I'm just going to blend this to add some dimension. We need that dimension. So I'm just going to pop it into the crease, and it's just as pigmented as the first shade. So you can just go back and forth, They have a ton of eyeshadow palettes on their site. I just specifically chose this colorful and glittery one today because I really wanted to play with a little bit of color today. So I was like, we'll play with the colorful one today. But they do have a bunch of different palettes and they're all nice quality. Okay, tell me why I'm really like Giselle. It's like a coral eyeshadow shade. It's like hot pink corally. And I really want to tap into it next. It looks so beautiful. Girl, I got it. So what I'm going to do is actually go in with a little more of the yellow, the canary yellow, bright yellow. And I'm just going to like cover my eyelid with it. Like just really pack it on. It's pretty easy to build up because it does have a lot of pigmentation. But I'm just patting. I know what I'm doing, okay, people? I have a plan. I have a plan. Oh, I love the way the eyes look. Like, they turned out a little better than I thought they would, so. Hey, hey, oh, 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 oh. Before we move on, we are going to do more with the eyes, but I got to fill in my brows really quick. And to fill in my brows, now I have talked about this one actually a couple times on my channel. So I've had a lot of struggles with brow pencils at the drugstore because they're too waxy. But this brow pomade in ash brown, this is called Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade from Maybelline. Girl, it is great. Like it is potentially a dupe for the ABH brow pomade, but I'll tell you, like, that one's a little more pigmented, if you will, and this one's a little more thick. But as far as the way it performs and like really comes off, if you can tell, it is like a really great product. Like, I highly recommend. Do you guys see, like, it just fills in the brows really nicely. So if you're tired of spending a lot of money on brow products, like this is, and you like brow pomades, granted, 'cause this is a brow pomade, but it really is a great product. By the way, I'm filling my brows in with the number 12 pencil. Girl, how is this a pencil? The number 12 brow brush. My brain literally froze and forgot the word brush. From Anastasia. Okay, here I go with my other brow. Brows are on, and now we're gonna keep the party moving. Okay, so for eyeliner, and a drugstore brand that I love is this NYX. This is the vinyl liquid liner, and I discovered my love for this whenever I filmed a video with Kristen Leanne, and we did like a challenge from the drugstore. And I picked this up. I believe this is the one I picked up. But anyways, it's great. NYX makes some good eyeliner, so beauty on a budget, mama. You guys can tell like how black and like pigmented their eyeliners are. They're really great. I've been using them for years. I just love the way the black and the yellow like just like look so good together. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my other eye, and then we'll move on with the party. Before we move on to face, I want to go ahead and put on some lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Guys, I have had like, this House of Lashes lash curler. It's pretty good, but I also have had a bazillion expensive ones, and then I bought this one from a Dollar Tree not too long ago, and honestly it's kind of been my go-to. I'm like, I have this amazing lash curler that I love so much. This is not it. Like, well, that makes no sense. Why am I not using it? Okay, because it's not in, oh, this is it. This is the Dollar Tree one with the little rubbery pink handle. It just works really well. Believe it or not, like I just in a recent video tried out new drugstore mascara. I have a lot of drugstore mascaras I like. I could go on for like 10 days talking about them, but this one's So Fierce by Revlon.
It's fierce.
I really love it. I personally like a thicker, tacky mascara that's gonna like force, look at it, it's lifting my lashes. Can you guys see that? That is what I appreciate in a mascara, like, because my lashes grow downward, which is my own fault because I wear false lashes so much. And am I gonna put on false lashes in this video? Girl, you already know it. I really like this mascara. It kind of reminds me of the Dior Pump Volume. Like, we might have a dupe on our hands. I'll have to do further investigation, but girl, This one's really good. It's like tacky, so it like forces your lashes to lift up, and then it has these spikies on it, so it kind of separates them at the same time. So for lashes, I kind of want to try out, I like Salon Perfect. I just used some in a recent video. Oh, what lashes am I about to use? I kind of want to try these out. If I don't like them, I'll switch. But these are the 6'6" ones from Salon Perfect. Oh, I do like these. These are not too, they're not like a big, thick mink lash, but they're really pretty. I also love the Ardell Double Wispies, and you might be like, well, Laura, why aren't you using them if this is a favorites video? Well, to answer your question, that's because I'm out of them. And I've been out of them, and that's just the tea. Also, I love Salon Perfect, so it's like, why not just use them? Although I feel like I have used 6'6" one before, but don't quote me on that because I might be wrong. Did you guys just see how easy I put on that lash? It's 5 years of lash wearing. Don't come natural. You gotta work for it. So you trim the lash, you bend the band, you give it a curl, you put on some lash glue, and you let your lash glue get a little bit tacky, and then you bend it some more, and then you just set it on your eye. Bend, 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 so it has that natural curl, and it's less likely to pop up in the corner of your eye, and then you're just regretting it, and you're having a bad night, your lash is coming loose. Girl, just bend the lash. And there it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I am patting myself on the back way too much. Let's jump into face makeup. Okay, for primer from the drugstore. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I do think this is somewhat of a dupe for the Tatcha one. They do have like a little bit of a difference. This one feels a little thinner. That one feels a little... It feels a little richer, I'm not gonna lie. But for the price, my God, can you really complain? Like, it's just like such a drastic gap in price that it's just like, I'm okay if this one's a little thinner, if you know what I mean. So it's really moisturizing. I love this primer. I love the Tatcha one. I think it's all around great. If you travel a lot or move your makeup bag around a lot, it's also great to have solid products so you don't have to worry about them breaking. For foundation, oh my goodness gracious God, this, the L'Oreal Infallible. This is just like, this like is better than a lot of high-end foundation. So if you're beauty on a budget, if you're not beauty on a budget, it doesn't really matter. You should really try this out. It is so good. It's like full coverage, has sunscreen in it, lasts for a long time, not too mattifying, not too dewy, great shade range. Like, they just did it. They're just like, look, we're gonna make something great, and people are just gonna have to get over it. Sad story. Yep, just got back from Arizona this morning, so my brush is dirty. Yes, it's dirty. Great. I'm gonna have to get a couple of the M6s. I only have like 2, so I'm having to like recycle, reuse. But anyways, I'm using the M439 brush. This is also great. It's just really big. So, and I have a tiny head, so you know, I prefer the smaller brush. But I'm gonna do 2 pumps. And then I'm just gonna blend it out. Just gonna buff it out. By the way, did I tell you what shade I am? 475. That's what shade I'm using. I am quite tan right now. And not to mention, on top of everything great about this foundation, it even smells good. Like, it looks like butter on my skin. Like, it really does. I highly recommend it to you. See, this is where this brush gets a little difficult. That unibrow area. I have such a small forehead, and then like the baby hairs get a coat. Everything gets a coat because the brush is a little bit big for my head, so it's hard to smooth cream product around with this a little bit. That's why I like that M6, because it's just perfect for like the curves of the face. Now what we're gonna do is use some concealer. This is the Age Rewind from Maybelline. I used to hate the sponge and be like, I don't want this sponge, which it probably does hoard bacteria, but I mean, I kind of got over it, to be honest. I was just like, look, I have to pick up Aaron from school. I have to film a YouTube video. I need to edit. I have so much to do. I can't worry about a sponge on a concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with the same brush. I like regardless if all products were affordable, like I do like to splurge still and buy myself nice products. But at the same time, it's just like there are so many, at this day and age, so many good products at a lower price. And I use them regularly, even though I do have drawers behind me full of high-end makeup. And it's because like the standard of makeup has just been, like the bar's been raised. You know, even elves over here making Tatcha product. For setting powder, I like this ColourPop one a lot. This is the No Filter setting powder. I am specifically using the shade Translucent. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on this Beauty Blender and we're gonna set it and forget it. That was too much. You're like, what is this? What are we watching? Ugh, just gotta be careful around that wing, girl. Don't hit the wing with the powder. Just set everything. This is a great setting powder. It's not really talked about that much, but I personally enjoy it. I think ColourPop is slaying everything. Me personally, I have smile line issues. As in I get in an argument with my smile lines because they are intense, so I have to set them really nicely. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and do like everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, this is the Hip Dot Perfect Face Palette. Love her. So she has like a really pretty golden highlight, as 90% of you know. I love a golden highlight. Has a peachy pink blush, my favorite color blush, and a really nice bronzer. It's similar, kind of similar to the shade Hula by Benefit. So you get all three. This whole palette is 18 bucks for all three. So I'm gonna show you how I use them. Before anything, I like to contour. This palette is nice and matte, or the bronzer is, so it's nice to contour with. This is an R14 brush. And I'm just gonna start right here. And again, this palette is like really pigmented, like the eyeshadow. So honestly, a light hand will suffice. Blend it out. Just going in with that bronzer shade. So now I'm gonna just take this brush and like sweep away softly, like really softly, just sweep away that excess powder. It's really nice powder, right? Okay, so next for blush. Okie dokie. So don't mind this under my under eye. My camera decided it was like, cool, I'm done filming. Great. Have a good day. So this is the little hourglass brush. And I'm going to go into this blush, which, girl, look at that pigment. I'm going to pop it right onto the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to work it back. And honestly, this is so creamy and nice, but it reminds me so much. It's like a straight up dupe for the NARS Creamy Radiant. Like, it can't be messed with. It's such a dupe. Next, I'm going to take an R36, this little dense highlighter brush. I love a gold highlight, so I'm going to tap into the highlight, and we're about to get really glowy. Ugh, I'm obsessed. So, adding the highlight. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful. What's great about this palette is that I love all three products in the palette. I have so many palettes that I love, but I only like one or two of the products in the palette, and I'm like lugging around this huge palette, but I like all three products in this. It's such a good one and done. It's only 18 bucks. Right now I'm going to go ahead. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna set. I'm not gonna set. I'm gonna just like recarve out a little bit of a cheeky cheek right there. The Rio palette, I'm gonna go in with Giselle. I wanted to use the shade, and I took Giselle on this little Real Techniques brush. It's just like a smaller, dense, detailed brush. And what I did is I blended on the inner corner of the lower lash line. Lots of instruction there, but I did. And it's really pigmented, as you can see, but I'm just blending this. And it looks so good. And then I want to take this bright blue Carnival, and I want to blend it on the outer corner. I'm taking a Dior number 21. Which is, oh wow. I feel like my eyes like represent this palette. I don't know. I feel like my eyes look so cool like this. I love the duo look on the lower lash line. So cool. I haven't really done much like this. Okay, with that being done, I'm gonna go back in with the Fierce mascara and hit the lower lashes. Now I'm gonna take this foundation brush and just sweep that away. And now for setting spray, which we'll do next, I have two that I really love. First of all, the Wet n Wild Natural Finish is great. They have a bunch of versions of this with their collections. I love the rose one, I love the cucumber one, I love the crystal one. I think they're all great. I just really like it. It sets my makeup nicely, but it also doesn't make me too dewy where I'm looking greasy. So really affordable, really great. Also, I love the continuous setting spray from Morphe. You guys have seen me use it 100 times. I think it is so good. And this is kind of like a daily setting spray that I use, but today I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild because I do use it often as well. The mister's like pretty intense on the Wet n Wild one, so you might want to hold it back a good 6 feet and then give it a go. It's kind of like a water hose being sprayed in your face. All right, I went ahead and lined my lips with the BFF No. 3 ColourPop pencil in collaboration with Shayla. One of my favorites, super affordable. And then I have this Purely Nude lipstick. It's number 535 from Maybelline. It is like the perfect pinky light nude. Okay guys, and this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I truly love all these products. Everything will be in the description box down below if you're interested in checking it out. I'll link everything. Yeah, I mean, I love the way the makeup came out. The quality is so good, of course, because I love these products. The only product I wasn't sure about was the lashes, and they worked out great. Everything else I've used quite a few times, and I do like a lot. I hope you like them too. I do recommend all these products to use. These are my affordable recommendations to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I hope you have the best day ever. Subscribe, girl. Just subscribe before you leave. Subscribe, okay, girl. Okay. Okay, guys. That's it for this video. Bye.